Assalamu alaikum. In the name of Allah, the Beneficent, the Merciful, we give praise and thanks to Allah for His guidance to us through the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. I greet all of you with the greeting words of peace. Assalamu alaikum. Ladies and gentlemen of the press, brothers and sisters, it is our great honor and privilege to be before you with those brothers who have the ear of the youth of our people. We have come today based upon the life and death of two of our great sons, Tupac Shakur and Biggie Smalls. Sometimes out of darkness God can bring light, and out of death He can bring life, and out of tragedy God can make a way for us to turn tragedy into triumph. The tragedy of the loss of our brothers is leading to the triumph of the unity of these brothers who are from the East, the West, the Midwest, and the South. And we are very happy to say and give God the praise and the glory that the East and the West have come together, and they have agreed, and we have agreed in principle, that as of this day, all of the insult that have been heaped on one by the other will cease, and each have forgiven each other. Ice-T is in Europe, but he sent us a videotape saying that whatever we agreed to, he is with it. Ice Cube is doing a movie, but he chartered a special jet to come and make peace with those that he had a disagreement with, namely Common Sense was here, and Cam, his Common Sense now. And they embraced each other in the spirit of love and brotherhood. The base of all of this is atonement, reconciliation, and accepting responsibility. We are happy to announce, in principle, we have agreed that the East and the West, the North and the South, we will produce an album dedicated to Tupac and Biggie that unites our people and that will promote the peace and the movement in the black community toward atonement, reconciliation, and accepting responsibility. We have agreed in principle that we will lift our sights from the things that are negative and the things that are degenerative to the things that are positive and uplifting to our community. And our brothers have agreed in principle that they will work toward the true advancement not only of our people but of the entire human family that are the listeners to their songs. We have also agreed in principle to sponsor a peace tour that the brothers from the East, the West, the North, and the South, and the central region of this country will crisscross this country promoting the peace that we have agreed to and pledged our life to this day. We have also agreed that we will marshal all of our efforts toward the holy day of Atonement and Reconciliation on October the 16th of 1997, which will be the second anniversary of the Million Man March. And we intend on that day to let the world see the entire black community fast and pray. There'll be no work, there'll be no play. We won't spend any money in any store, but we will devote one day out of this year to bring about peace and stopping the violence and the ignorance that pervades our community. And these are the soldiers of God who have said that we will march together to produce that peace, that unity, that brotherhood in the total black community. We thank Almighty God for this day. The elders who came are those who struggled for a long, long time in the cause of our liberation. Kwame Ture, formerly known as Stokely Carmichael, an elder to these young men, but all of them know him, love him, and respect him. One of the strategists, principal strategists for Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., the Reverend James Bevel. And of course, Minister Benjamin F. Mohammed, formerly the Reverend Benjamin Chavis. All of the young rappers know him, love him, and respect him for the work that he has done to promote peace among the gangs. And so I will relinquish the floor to those who represent the East, the West, the Midwest, and the South, that they may say to you, to let you know that it is not I really speaking for them. They are quite capable of speaking for themselves. So if you look at the array of wonderful talent that is here, all of it is not here, but all have pledged to this. And I think they all deserve our gratitude. Missing today was Sean Puffy and a representative of the Bad Boys, but they are really the good boys. And my son talked with Puffy, and he said that he's in agreement with what we are doing for peace and for the uplift of our people. And even though he's not present, his spirit is here with us, and I'm sure he will be a part of what we do as we cross this country to bring peace in the inner cities and to all of our young people who need guidance. And these young men have pledged themselves to guide our community, not to destructive behavior, but to constructive behavior. So I'd like to call our brother from the East, who's representing the East, Brother Doug E. Fresh.
First of all, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out and being here for a very, very special occasion. I've been in the rap business for a very long time, and this is a historical event. I would like to thank the Nation of Islam and the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan for bringing us together on this event. There's been a lot of rivalry between the East and the West Coast, and today we sat down and the brothers and sisters the brothers that was there, we showed so much love towards one another, and we sat down and worked out our differences. We have a great understanding of where things are coming from and how we have to stop it. So as we go on and as we do things in our careers and in our communities, y'all will see a big change coming from the East, the West, the North, and the South. And I don't want to take up too much time, but I once again like to thank everybody for coming out here. All these brothers, I love all these brothers up here because together we're going to show the world exactly what it's all about, because hip-hop has always been a music to enlighten the people, and that's exactly what we're going to use it for. Thank you.
Now, from the West Coast, a brother well known to many millions in America and throughout the world, Snoop. Thank you.
First of all, I want to thank Mr. Louis Farrakhan for having the patience, the time, and the awareness to organize black positive minds like us and put us in a room together and let us work our differences out without you guys involved. Second of all, I want to thank God for giving me the understanding and the wisdom to want to be a part of this and to be a part of this and to sincerely put my all into this. My influence is everybody on the West Coast that rap, that loves Snoop Dogg. Got to do something for y'all, and it's coming at you loud and direct. It's about saving my people. I'm trying to save my people. A lot of people like to say that rap, you know, is a negative, is this and that. But for me to you, rap saves lives. And we're going to prove that by going on this peace crusade. And it's not just for this year, it's from here to the end of time. For me, Snoop Dogg, Dogg Pound, Death Row Records, the West Coast, all my homies from the LBC, the Bloods and the Crips that bang out there, it's all about peace. East Coast, we love y'all. South, we love y'all. North, we love y'all. You hear me loud and direct. I love you, brother. That's big shit.
A young man from the central region who is very, very popular among the people. They call him Bone. He's one of those dry bones that's coming together.
How y'all doing? I just want to especially thank Mr. Farrakhan for everything he's doing, especially bringing some brothers like us together. And I really, really hope out of this, because everything's really been wrapped up. I just hope with all these cameras flashing and everything y'all hearing and seeing today, that it gets as much media coverage as the negative does. That's really all I got to say. Just show us what's going on, because we're just trying to make things better. That's all. Y'all are nice.
That's right. Now from the South, the home of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Martin Luther King, and James Bell. This is my home too, because they all come through there. From the South, brother was well known throughout the country, Brother CeeLo, representing the South.
Love and respect to all who have come. Before I even say anything, I like to give all praises due to the Most High God for giving us life, for giving us music, for giving us purpose, for giving us strength, for giving us wisdom, for giving us direction and determination to continue the mission. We are dealing with the revolution of the mind as we speak. And we are coming in conjunction with the Nation of Islam, and Brother Minister Farrakhan, and we have all gratitude and thanks, and we're very appreciative for this opportunity. If you spark a match in the midst of darkness, someone will see it. We realize that this will be a lifelong sacrifice. We are willing to die. Come on. But first we're going to be willing to live. Oh, yeah. That's right. That's all right to say.
And from the Lone Star State, They say it's the South, they say it's the Southwest, it's a country by itself. A great state of Texas. Our brother, Willie D.
Thank you, Minister. I just want to say, first of all, let me elaborate on who I am. I'm Willie D of rap group Ghetto Boys. I also have a talk show in Houston on 97.9 The Box, where we discuss various issues like the media's propaganda against rap music. This whole takedown y'all got going on to try to divide our people. I was reading Time magazine, and they had the audacity to have on the cover, rap music is dividing the black family.
Come on.
That's ridiculous. Also, I looked in our latest edition of Webster's dictionary. They decided they was gonna make gangster a definition. They put gangster, the word gangster, G-A-N-G-S-T-A, in the dictionary if y'all don't know. And it's right in between the words gangrene and gangster, the traditional word gangster. And they defined it as rap music. First of all, they had the word rap. Then they said gangster music. Then they said violence. Those who are involved in gangster activity. So they calling us gangsters. But now they ain't calling Bruce Willis a gangster actor. They want to call me a gangster rapper. But Bruce Willis is not a gangster actor. So they putting the word gangster in front of our names, so when anything happens to us, y'all can just say, oh, he was a gangster. He deserved to die. That's what happens. You live by the sword, you die by the sword. So they feeding this propaganda to us, they feeding this propaganda to not just our people, but the world. And they're calling us gangsters. That's the way they look at us. And where's our defense? You know, where are our people when we need them? You know, where are our leaders? Besides the few select we have here. You know, where are they? Where are they when we need them? Where are they for the children? So all I'm saying is that we need to be aware of what's going on, and we need to stop being fooled and tricked by the media. Y'all say that y'all come here, you know, to cover the story and let's be honest and objective. Show it in that light. When you go out there and you report, don't be editing stuff. Don't just come on there and say that was the truth and click. You know, elaborate. Put some detail into it. Roll your sleeves up and work for the story.
Well, we thank all of the brothers who came, and we thank the media who came. I'm hoping that the black media and the black community will surround these young men as they move to try to keep the peace and make the peace and promote the peace. There may be those in high places who do not wish to see the peace. And we who have determined to make the peace, we cannot let anyone frighten us about making the peace and keeping the peace. Jesus said, "Blessed are the peacemakers, for they shall be called the children of God." I believe that God is pleased to see his servants who have differences come together and forgive each other and embrace each other and apologize to each other and then unite with each other to promote good in the total community, not only the black community, but wherever they sing their songs and perform. I think this is a start in the right direction. There must be a cleanup in the cultural arena.
That's right.
For they say a man is what he eats. And Jesus said, as a man thinketh, so is he. So if we feed the people filth, then we cannot expect the people to be anything but unclean. But if we feed the people that which is good, that which is wholesome, that which is uplifting, then we can expect from that kind of feeding a good, a wholesome people. And this is what we have decided to do. And this is what we've decided to be. And there's another scripture that says, what God had joined together, let no man put asunder. We are joined, and we are determined that we shall let no one break us apart and the good that we've determined to do from this day forward. I hope in printing the story, as Willie D. said, as you took time to talk about the murder of Tupac and the murder of Biggie, and to focus on differences between East and West, I hope that the media will not try to promote division. I hope that Source Magazine and Vibe Magazine and the magazines that our people read, our young people read, to learn about the hip-hop community, I hope that they too will pledge that they will neither write nor say anything that will create or foster division and hatred among the brotherhood. And that from this day forward, this peace that we have made today will be kept by us and will be protected by us. This tour that we hope to embark on, we intend, as I mentioned, to do an album. Did I mention the album? Yes. And I'm sure when it comes out, it will be triple platinum because it will be East, West, Central, North, and South. And the theme is, of course, atonement, reconciliation, and the exposition of the hidden hand that keeps black folk divided against ourselves and manipulating our weaknesses, that we may become a self-destructive people rather than a self-developed, self-reliant, self-respecting people. May God bless each of you, and may God bless each of us, and may God strengthen us, that when we leave this place and are separated from the strength that we get from our unity, that we will be as strong separated from each other as we are by being with each other. And if we understand that with God, even if you're alone, you are the majority. I'm going to say that again. With God, even if you're alone, you are the majority. Stand up on God. And when they want you to promote the ignorance, tell them not today. And if all of us say it together, they make money, big money off of these brothers. I hope you saw the Wall Street Journal front page talking about how the rap group has given they've been robbed of over $3 billion. Well, we intend, with the help of God, to put a stop to the robbers. We intend to make sure that these brothers get everything that's coming to them. We don't mind others making money, but we do not want to see one of these brothers robbed of their substance and then in the end turned over to the IRS because somebody that was hired to be their accountant didn't do their job. So we intend to be the watchdog of the peace. Oh, I won't say watchdog. The guardian. Thank you, brother. And I want to say that the Nation of Islam offers itself as a clearinghouse. That if there's ever any dispute between the brothers, we will give you numbers to call, and before we act it out, let's resolve the conflict and keep the peace. Thank you very much. And now I'd like to host a dinner for the brothers in the next room. And this is the Wall Street Journal front page, and I promise everybody, it talks about all the money that has been ripped off from this group of brothers. They make a lot of money, but not for themselves, although they have some too. With us today is Russ Simmons. Russell? And our brother from Soil Magazine, Vibe Magazine, Here's Keith. These are giants in the industry. And so I'd like, if you wish to have a word to say, you are welcome.
I just wanted to thank the Honorable Minister Farrakhan for bringing us all together. A monumental day, and I'm sure everyone will see the results of his work.
We know who we are. We know that we were the first men on this planet. We know that this is our culture. We know that this culture belongs to our people. And we're very privileged to be able to put our culture throughout the world for everybody to enjoy. We're now going to get paid. We're now going to protect ourselves, and we're going to follow our leader.
Thank you, Minister, for giving us an opportunity to get together and resolve some differences that have gone on for far too long. This culture is far too powerful, far too beautiful, far too wonderful to continue down the path it's gone on, and take strong leadership and a strong mind to bring together this kind of group and make these kind of things happen. But for that, I'm very appreciative. Thank you.
God is great.
Yes, sir.
We sing a song and we close the Million Man March with, because we cannot take credit or praise or honor for the work that belongs to God. It is not I, it is God. It is not we, it is God. He called this meeting. He produced the situations that allowed us to see the need for peace. And so we all have answered His call. So to God be the glory for the things that He has done. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.